told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
Como é que és? Está tudo ou não querem dizer? Amiguinhos, sejam bem-vindos a mais um fantástico episódio de Live Strange do Blues Pulse e ao terceiro capítulo deste. No último episódio, a Max descobrimos que quem matou a Sophie foi a Max de outra realidade. Quer dizer, claro, como o ficou zangado, nós expliquemos que nós tínhamos poderes e não acreditou. Quer dizer, nós mesmo não queremos mostrar. Eu não quis acreditar. Não sei se foi a boa opção eu ter dito ao Mose que eu tinha poderes. Ok. Não sei se foi boa. Se foi boa ideia. Quer dizer. Então, vamos ter que investigar mais. É lógico. Está interessante as classificações do jogo.
This makes about as much sense as it did last night. Let's take a look at the evidence for the cajillionth time. I've gotta be missing something.
Entretanto, há pouco tempo, no mês passado, em julho, soubemos a triste tragédia que houve, que quando houve um acidente de carro e morreu
No matter
o
what
Diogo
that
Jota
photo of
e o
me
irmão,
suggests,
o
there's no way
André
I shot
Silva.
Sophie.
Infelizmente, quem anda na estrada acontece e a gente tem que andar devagar e ter
Hold on.
sempre cuidado.
She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught? Or is this another doppelganger?
Bora, vamos ver o que é aqui.
No matter what that photo of me suggests, Restraining Order Lucas said Sophie once threatened to turn his son against him. I read the beginning. It's annoyingly good.
Não é que
Is
está
that
desde a
me?
foto.
Did I go back in time and do that?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And I would never hurt Sophie. Not on purpose. That isn't me. It can't be. Maybe if I go object by object, and Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting. Whoever did this had to go to so much trouble. Why on earth did Gwen cancel Sophie's book deal?
Como assim?
Didn't she help her to
Vocês
get it in
estão
the
meio
first place?
confuso, quer dizer.
Before Sophie died, Gwen got her book canceled, and Coffee. Coffee is friend.
Yeah, às vezes café é
Get
melhor.
coffee now. No matter how much I stare at you, he refused to make sense. Moses?
Não é moço?
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Oh, fuck.
Can I come in?
Eu disse poderes entrar, pá.
The photo. If he sees that.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. I can answer your questions right here.
I knew you'd be a valuable resource. There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
E por quê?
Go ahead.
Pega lá essa foto,
Acadia
moção.
Bay, where you went to high school,
Ah,
right?
Yes?
A beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell. not unlike...
Arcadia Bay and Safi are not connected.
a small town with a curious number of murders. And now, Safi, Llewellyn Fayed, murdered in a small town?
Ah, ok.
What are the odds?
Está a ligar
What do
entre
you think, Miss Caulfield?
Chloe e a
Are
Sophie.
you the one who's unlucky? Or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Safi.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office with me. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you. All right, enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning. None of the evidence makes any sense.
At least that's something we can agree on.
Yeah, realmente.
But I know why now.
Porquê?
Somehow, all this death leads to you.
Como
That's
assim?
not true.
Tu sabes que eu posso voltar do tempo e destruir a tua vida.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid, Max. Stupid, stupid. What the hell do I do now?
Boa ideia, nem sei.
None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture? The old me would have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken. Maybe I still could.
Como assim? O que é que ela vai fazer? O poder novo? Max, ainda vai morrer, Max. Porcarice com A e B ou. Ok. Ok. Espera, eu vou fazer este com assim. Consegui.
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. No. Feels good. Final.
Sophie.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Sophie died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Sophie, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Huh?
Stop stalling, Max.
I don't understand. What do you want from me?
Pull the trigger.
Não. Quem é Maia?
What? No, that wasn't enough time.
Não, Max, tu vai morrer, Max. Para com essa porcaria, Max.
Come on. If I can just... Fuck!
Tens que comer para ter forças.
Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were. I have to tell him
Bora, vamos contar tudo para ele.
everything.
É isso que eu quero, tudo para ele. Pá, mas temos uma conversão, um amigo. Pá, sempre podemos contar. Não, essa é água, ok? Não é sumo. Eu vejo com água. Ok, bora, vamos falar com o Moses.
Moses is waiting for me up there. Hopefully. I get it, Joyce. Date. This is where the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders? He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. I know Sophie would have something poetic to say about this.
Temos que esperar para o Moses.
You stay the fuck away from me.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me,
Yeah.
could do something like that? He's probably not coming.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
I don't think I've actually done it yet. I think it was a future version of me. Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers. What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Sophie's body?
Yeah.
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Sophie is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know that it sounds insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me, poof, disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Sophie, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal. All right. There's a chance Moses will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline. Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side. I shouldn't leave yet. Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Ready?
Okay. Let's try this again.
Angel, psychic storm.
I shouldn't leave yet.
I do when you were away?
And then you said,
Acho que era.
Machine Angel Polarity Shield.
Wrong. Extremely wrong. But I did just watch you vanish into thin fucking air. Wow. I mean...
Yeah, near as I can tell, Sophie's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
Ok.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
Quebras no tempo.
You okay?
So Sophie's alive over there, huh?
Yeah.
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Sophie slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. You give that to her, tell her stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could
Yeah. Voltar atrás no tempo.
rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
Yeah. Turns out when you try to change the past, you don't actually fix anything.
Sure. But what if the best way to fix things isn't changing your past, but rather changing your present?
Como assim?
How dare you bring logic to my pity party? The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but
Ok, era que estava aqui a tentar voltar atrás no tempo, como fazia com a Chloe, sabes? Só que não consegue, porque ela não usava há muito tempo.
Future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Sophie mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Sophie. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Como assim?
Shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too. Oh, shit.
Okay. First look at the crime scene is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it. Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit. How'd I let a couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear. You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
What the fuck? Hey.
Max, you have to let go!
What the fuck? What the f...
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have.
Zés, estou de regresso. Estou aqui do fio onde conecta tudo, desligou tudo sem querer, Zés. Bora, vamos continuar. Obrigado a todos pelo apoio, ok, Zés? O que aconteceu a eles? Virou pó?
Moses, your hair.
Ui.
I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
Acho que ele agora já acredita, né? Acho que depois disto tudo, acho que o Mouse já acredita em tudo. Depois de poder, linha do tempo. Na realidade há linhas do tempo, quer dizer?
I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't.
E o que é que aconteceu isto?
And Moses and I were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm alright.
Que era? O cara quebrou a linha do tempo toda, meu. Bom, vamos lá falar com a...
Okay,
Falar com a Gwen
talk
para
to
terminar este
Gwen,
episódio.
see what she knows about Maya. And while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Sophie's book deal. Is that Sophie's book? Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Sophie. No reason to beat around the bush. I know you got Sophie's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
So I've been told.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
So what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book. Which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people. Sophie included.
That book meant the world to Sophie. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Sophie get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied
okay.
for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder. Sophie's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch, do you? How much did Sophie tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention.
Tem que mentir. Ai, não
Not a
quero mentir.
lot. I know they were friends.
Understatement of the year. The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
What?
And that's what Sophie wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate.
Caracas,
Ultimately,
Nesse live estranho, a gente
I
se mata,
realized
porra.
it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and
Ooh.
Sophie through all that again. I made a call.
Caralho. Se o jogo fosse assim, também não tinha piada nenhuma, nada.
It's one I made.
Live estranho se
Sounds
fosse
like
assim,
Yasmin
ninguém
can tell
jogava
me
live
more about
estranhos.
Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
Para mim, jogo com narrativa, onde vocês têm que fazer vocês têm que fazer uma escolha difícil. Para mim é um dos melhores jogos que existem. Live Strange, jogos da Square Enix, que é o Live Strange, do Walking Dead, e esses jogos todos assim. que foi a Telltales, ou o que é isso?
Let me get this straight. You helped Sophie get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
One last thing. Is that Sophie's manuscript?
Oh, part of it, why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves. Jesus. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Não. Tu não vai fazer isso,
Shit.
não.
Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript.
Eu não acredito que ela vai voltar no
How do I get my
Nossa.
hands on a copy? Gotcha. Reading Sophie's manuscript after all this feels like... I don't know. Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Já não deu
Would you
porrada.
mind closing it behind you, Max?
Com certeza.
Audrey,
Meu amiguinho.
I'm worried about Kim.
So am I. None of my attempts to reach out have yielded results. You...
Nope. She's still not answering any of my calls.
O PDA não
She's
é
blocking
15.
them.
Como é que era esta? PDA? Onde é que é o PDA?
My younger self might have thought this would make an edgy photo.
Amiguinhos.
Yasmin liked to get coffee here in the afternoon. Before Sophie died.
Ai, meu vivo. Tem que ser aqui, Zé. Já chega, chega. Ninguém fica por aqui. Espero que tenham gostado. Obrigado a todo mundo que apoia. Não se esqueça de se inscrever no canal. Até o like. E mesmo no próximo episódio. Quem vai até a próxima. E fui, obrigado.